Hey guys, it's Nana, and I hadn't really planned to film today, but then the light was good and I was already dressed and I was like, I should just take advantage of this. So today I wanted to talk to you about my tentative summer TBR. I don't usually do TBRs just because I'm a mood reader, and when I finish a book I like to just pick up the next book based on what I'm feeling at that moment. But there are a few books that I'm pretty sure I want to get to this summer. There are some that I definitely want to read this summer, and there are others that I would like to read this summer. So yeah, this is definitely tentative. I'm sure it's subject to change, but let's start from most likely to least likely. At the top of the list are the two books that I'm doing read-alongs, buddy reads for June, and those are The Buried Pyramid and I Captured a Castle. I just started both of those, but I'm reading multiple books at once, which means it's going pretty slowly, but you know, I have the whole month to read those. And then two other books that I'd like to read this summer are Harry Potter books 6 and 7. If you've been with my channel since the beginning, you'll know that I started reading the series last summer, and I really want to finish this summer. I'll be sad that the series is over, but I am really excited to get to both of those books. Another book that I want to read that's part of a series is Dragonfly and Ember by Diana Gabaldon. That is the second book in the Outlander series, and I just watched the season finale of season 1 of the TV series, and the TV series is just so good and reminds me how much I really enjoyed the book. So now that season 1 is done, I don't know what happens next, and I need to know what happens next before the next series starts, even though I have until 2016. I felt like Outlander was a really good summer read because I just got sucked into it and lost in that world. So I'd like to pick up the second one this summer. So let's talk about the books that I'd like to read but may or may not get to this summer. First up on that list is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. And I don't know too much about this. I know there's like a game and they have to solve a puzzle, and there's like pop culture references and involves the 80s somehow. And it normally doesn't sound like the kind of thing that I'd like, but I know Karina loved it. I know Sabrina from Steccaccino recently read this and loved it. I think Katie's read it and loved it. Everyone just loves it, and I just want to pick it up and see what the deal is. Everyone seems to enjoy it so much, so I would really like to read it soon. I'd also like to read Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. And my roommate bought this book, I want to say 1 or 2 summers ago, just on a whim. Browsed in the bookstore, picked it up, thought it looked good, and I think it sounds really interesting. I'm a bit sketchy on the details, but I know there's like a war going on and there are 2 magicians and they battle each other, and that just sounds awesome. That's all I need to know. And the reason it's bumped up my TBR a bit is because the TV series is starting, I want to say this month, so it would be really awesome to read the book and watch the TV series this summer. But the book is pretty chunky, so I don't know, it's on the less likely side, but it might happen, it might happen. And the last one on my list is The Vacationers by Emma Straub. This was definitely like a big beach read last summer, and I wanted to pick it up, but I didn't get to it. So I thought this summer, maybe I will. It has pretty mixed reviews on Goodreads, so that's kind of made me be like, it takes place in the summer and it just seems so seasonally appropriate. Yep, so those are the books that I'm thinking about reading over the next 3 months. Like I said, tentative, so I might completely strike this list, but the first few I mentioned I really do want to get to before summer ends. I'd love to hear about your summer reading plans in the comments down below. And did anyone do those summer reading programs with your library when you were a kid? I miss those. Do they have those for adults? It was just so fun to, like, you know, try to read more over the summer and keep track of it. And when I was a kid there were prizes and I always wanted to get the prizes. So what I do hope is happening this summer is the booktubeathon, because I got so much reading done last summer when I did it. So it would be really nice to have that booktubeathon motivation to push me to read even more over the summer. So hopefully that is happening again this year. That is it. I'm going to go edit some videos right now and hopefully do some reading. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!